Welcome to another episode of St. Vincent Untold Stories. On this episode, we feature Shorns Samuel, aka Abdul Rahim, also known as Muslim Islaman. Big ups to all of my subscribers, and if you are new to the channel, please remember to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. You can also comment and tell us what you think about the program. Back in 1996, Rahim was admitted to a psychiatric center in Brooklyn, New York. It was said that he had post-secretary delusions and acute psychiatric episodes. You know, I have to break it down in layman's terms. It is what we call mental illness in the Caribbean. Some man might say crazy, but we do not wish to offend anyone. So we are going to use the scientific term, which is called mental illness. If my memory serves me right, I remember that he was also admitted to a mental facility in Kingston for an evaluation of 20 days. Allegations are that one of them Nigerian can man they chick him, tell him them they in the Muslim Brotherhood too, and then would send him some money for farm an organization. When we speak Nigerian conmen, we speak about the clever ones, like the one in Lagos, scanning off the Australian women, taking them money, doing relationship scams, taking down picture off of Google and pretending to be white men in the army. And always making up excuses. So they have workers to pay, or they need money for health or for their children. And the woman in Australia believe them. Big educated women, I tell you. You see? Some of the women have been single all their lives. Some have been divorced for how long? And some have just came out of divorce. So they are looking for love again. And these Nigerian conmen are so clever that they produce that love. They tell them all the Anansi and compliance story they need to hear. You remember that play in Jamaica called Smile Orange? With that clever boy Ringo that worked at the hotel when he was teaching his friend how to seduce white women. So Sean was there and he thought that the money was coming from Saudi Arabia, but it was Nigerians. So he got angry and broke out the bank window. And the police arrested him and he told them that the police didn't like him because he was a Muslim. Sean is from a village they called Vermont in St. Vincent. What happened is that he had some family members and he used to go and visit them. So he had a nice, beautiful cousin that Sean couldn't take his eyes off of. So he demanded that he married Stacy. Let me say like lava song. Big up all the nice, decent girl them carry the name Stacy. Cause Stacy seems to be a good looking girl all over the tongue, all over communities. Chat and laugh, have a buzz. He started to visit the home on a regular. But he started to get out of place. His reasoning started to get creepy. So one time Stacy's mother banned him and told him, don't come around again. But the man clever, the man apologized. And they brought him back. On several occasions it kept happening. But he kept apologizing because they took it as just family. They didn't know what he was capable of. Allegations are that the man show up on the girl walk. And the man behave like a him girl. The man say, girl, you not take me on. You not like me, why you not look pan me? You have a man pan me head. If you have a man pan me head, I know that not going to happen. So the girl say, Sean, I told you to leave me alone. We are family. We cannot be together. Please leave me alone. You're harassing me on the job. So you know how Vincentians are fast. One of she co-workers peep over so. Put she is this was usual. And hear the argument and come out and say, what is going on here? And the Sean jump up. Nothing is going on here. I'm just reasoning with my family member. So Stacy ball out. Family, and you're harassing me. I told you to leave me alone. Allegations are that Sean waited outside of her office and watched the time that she get off her work and follow her around by the bus terminal. So Stacy went into the van, into the back seat, and Sean came into the van and he started to talk. And she couldn't take the noise. Then she eased forward a bit. Then he eased forward again, nice and nice again. So Stacy is next to the conductor for protection and next to the driver. But Sean got angry and stepped outside the van. And him say, come out here, girl. You're trying to disrespect me in front of big folks. Make me look lico. So during the argument, a cutlass fell from his back pocket and he put it in back. Several eyewitnesses who saw the cutlass, aka machete, said that it was glittering from side to side and it had a curve and the label was still intact, like if it was just bought. So after Stacy said, "Please leave me alone," Sean got angry and he flicked the machete and he fired some chops. The young lady leaned forward in the driver's lap for protection, but it wasn't protection, so she jumped out of the window. And Sean ran around the van and tried to grip her, but she crawled underneath the van. He pulled her out, held onto her hand, and flicked the cutlass and chopped off her hand clean by the wrist. She started to run, then he grabbed her again, then he raised the cutlass and bring it down and took her by the neck. Clangs! Eyewitness said that her neck was still attached by a little piece of skin, and the man took the cutlass and the side off. Soon after, the police arrived, and Sean placed his cutlass on the ground and put his hands on his head. He knew the consequences. He knew if only he had held that cutlass much longer in his hand, there would have been repercussions. The police would have dealt with him very severely. He was arrested and remanded into custody. Few eyewitnesses gave testimony, and some are wondering, how could some man did stand up and not do anything? But then again, we have to realize this is a mentally ill man with a cutlass in his hand. You could have shoot some big stone, but suppose him run towards you. If that was a place like Greg's or South Rivers, the man them would have done him off immediately one time. Police would have never get the chance to grab him unless him run. During the case, Sean complained that bad boys and police were interrogating him in prison. Remember when you go to jail for them type of crime? For murder women and children. Some bad boy now go sit down and allow that. So he told the SOP that he wanted to be in a cell by himself, segregated. Because remember, if you do them crime, they out of foreign in America, bad boys are going to beat you so bad. You have to be under witness protection program in a cell. Condolences to the mother of Stacy. You see, Sean was given a death sentence, but that never happened. So he's serving life in prison right now. I hope that he reads his testament and make it right with God, so that he can be rehabilitated. Allegations are that an off-duty police officer, which was Sean's sister, also committed a murder. But I will deal with that in another episode coming up. Don't worry. Please remember to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you wish to see more videos like these. If you are a tourist and you have already completed your 14-day quarantine in St. Vincent, please remember if traveling to the Grenadine, to Union and to Tobago Keys, remember to support Romeo's Water Taxi, Romeo Simmons on Facebook. He has the best lobsters and the best fishes. Remember, we are about supporting small businesses. Peace, I'm out.